called Shem Japheth, and I deal in Aloe Vera business, from planting to technical part of it, the walkthrough in terms of growth and development, and the harvest, and from the harvest to the processing, the products, and from the products now the sale. So I've done a video about farming, and just to brief it, I want you just to brief about farming. From the farming, you need, number one, you ought to look at your topography, how the soil runs and how your land is running, so that you're able to know if the business is viable from your end. And after that, then you need to look at an indicator. An indicator is like if there is a wild aloe growing around, then that is an indicator that aloe will grow in that particular area. If not, then you do what is called soil analysis. And when you do your analysis in the soil, in the card, you will be able to read the card in terms of numbers. When your card reads from 6.5 below up to 2, 6.5, 5.5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then the soil is acidic. And if it reads from 7.5 to 8 and above, then the soil is alkalinic. So when it is too alkalinic or too acidic, then it doesn't support aloe vera business. So we need a neutral pH of 7. That is an indicator that it supports that particular farming. Now, apart from the soil analysis, you have to also know the environment, the climate. The climate distribution ought to be climatic, arid, semi-arid, tropical, dry. It has to be dry area, because if it is not dry, then it doesn't really support aloe. Aloe is not supported by frosty areas, by areas which are frozen and the temperature is below. Those are areas that do not really per se support aloe. In very frosty areas, the windward side of certain areas, distribution in Kenya, which is really extremely cold, because it promotes only root rot. It doesn't promote aloe vera growth. Per se, it is on the leeward side, the dry areas, that is supportive. Now, apart from that, then and you've done your analysis and you're ready to plant, then you go for what is per se called harrowing, the normal harrowing, and also after harrowing and you're ready, then you need to do your spacing. You buy your seedlings, and for the seedlings, aloe vera seedlings, that is the suckers, the small young plant suckers. It goes, we sell it in our nurseries at 70 shillings, Kenya shillings per seedling. Then you need like 4,000 to 4,500 to 5,000 per acre. Yes, the ACRE acre. So after that, you now plant your seedling. You do a spacing of 1 meter per row, each row, and that is the best spacing. And the best time for planting is during the rainy season. The Kenyan rainy 2 seasons are best. And in between, you can also incorporate irrigation, the drip one, which is very okay, very supportive, and very okay with aloe. So those are the major per se requirements. And then, like we've said, the cost is now on the seedlings. You will need that cost. Basic cost is buying the seedlings, then after buying the seedling, the small harrowing, and also the labor cost. All this will, in 1 acre, you will only need 400,000 Kenya shillings. And now from this, you need in between, and now the planting goes on, and that. It doesn't require much rain in between. It doesn't require fertilizer or manure. It only requires organic manure is very necessary, so it can be used on organic. No chemicals, no herbicides, nothing. Though, and majorly the problem we've stated, the frost, and also another problem is the rust. But it has remedy. It has a spray which can be done on it, one-off. But mostly aloe is not affected by most of it is not affected by most of these natural disasters. Okay, now from planting, now you wait for 18 months of maturity, and then harvest is 24 months. Now when it comes to the yield, you need, when you do your harvest, you buy it at 30 bob per kg. Now the leaves per se as it is, 30 bob per kg, and the yield will be 5 tons. 5 tons, 30 bob per kg, then it means that is your return per harvest. And you need, in a year, you need to do 4 times harvest. Those are the brief about the planting and all that. And then when that happens, now we do the processing. Processing can be done in the farm, can be done outside the farm. And when you do it outside the farm, the processing we do, and then we now deal with the products come out. And that is where, again, you can do the product up to the product level. You can also be a farmer who is acquainted with the chemistry of doing formulations, and you come out with the products, which we also guide on. You do the products, and then after products, you can also do, apart from products, you can also do you can sell it directly or do your products. Now I'm briefing it now on the products because it is very necessary to do our products, and this is one of the products I'm going to deal with. It's called aloe vera extract, the natural extract. Aloe vera is this is the juice. Process number one, it can be the pulp. The pulp is the inner gel, which when the shelling is done, apart from this, it is called shelling or filleting. When the filleting is done in the process, it can be manual or machine-like, by the filleting, and then you remove the inner gel, glassy, transparent pulp. That is what is processed. Further to this, when it is semi-processed, then the market is industrial soap making. That is when it is semi-processed. But when it is further processed, another market now comes to be this. This is a natural extract. It can be non-flavored or flavored. Aloe vera, now we call it the juice. Packed this way, a liter, it goes for 1,000 Kenya shillings. So that is the juice part of it. Then number two is the moisturizer, cream for the ladies. This is now the facial cream. Can also be used on the face per se. This is for face per se. For the ladies who love the moisturization of their face, then you need the cream. There is cream for 250 ml. Cream for 120 ml. 250 ml is 350, and that is best for you. And the result is amazing. It is awesome. It is per se for moisturizing, and also your hands, you rub in the water, and you gently rub your face. It is very easy for the moisturizer, and also that is very necessary. Another product that we deal in per se is the sole softener. Sole softener, the sole which normally crack and form valleys in your feet. This is the best for it. Used mostly in cosmetic shops, even in beauty parlor. This is very good and necessary. It goes for 200. It is 120 ml. Very good and tried, tested, and that is something which is very necessary. Another product coming along with aloe is called the aloe vera jelly. Aloe vera jelly is the normal jelly used for the entire family, regardless even the newly born. From the newly born to every entire family members, this is very necessary. It is called the aloe vera jelly. Jelly is just very, jelly is jelly. Jelly is jelly, as normal as it is. Very nice and awesome, very good and very necessary for the ladies, for both entire family, for the entire family. For the entire family, that is very necessary. And I've not shown the cream. This is how the cream looks like. Okay, now we've talked about jelly, 250 ml. It goes for 350 also. Now we have the pruna tea. This is now not per se related to aloe vera. It's called Prunus africana. Prunus africana is a natural extracted powdery plant, bark of the plant, processed, and it comes out to be very good and necessary. It is the main use for Africana prunus is to treat enlargement of prostate, which curb the prostate cancer. That is very true. Ren and those who have used it have proven this is the way to go. Now it reduces also the frequency of urination, and also pain during urination, appetite stimulant, and it also helps with stomach aches and wound healing, And that is also, it also enhances vitality and some power in males. Very good and very necessary. Now I have a product that I want to concentrate on. From the aloe vera products, one of the best. When you do your ranking, you come out with a product called the aloe resin. Aloe resin mostly was first developed in Asia, in India and Asia, parts of Asia, and the best is the resin. And when it comes to the resin, now I want to dwell per se on the resin, and the resin is the resin gum, or the resin aloe vera. Now, what is this resin aloe vera? It is one of the products that comes out from aloe vera. It is extracted, the juice is squeezed. You see, when you do your filleting, that very sap, it's called an exudant. An exudant comes, the yellow sap, yellow exudant drip that comes between the outer part of the aloe vera and the inner glassy gel. There is a yellow exudant that is bringing this. This is called the brown one. Then when that one is extracted, it is boiled under control in a machine like or manual. Then it comes under control, and through expertise, there comes to be this under controlled temperature. Of course, you have to observe the temperature necessary and required for this. This is one of the best products of aloe, and very much rewarding, because from this one, this is called brown gum, brown resin. This is brown resin. This is black resin. Black resin comes this way. This is black resin, brown resin, and also this is still black but semi. This one is also very good in terms of what we require. It doesn't have to overburn. You have to observe and also do your formulations well. There is formulations that come out with the resin. And why resin as in terms of ranking the best product? From here we have market for aloe. Aloe market is the way they have sold the product. That is the market chain. And apart from the market chain, we have this one in terms of the market chain, and also it comes to this. The best product that comes from aloe is this. We have a market segment from Asia and Middle East, and from Scotland, and from Australia, and from UK, or the entire UK, the Ireland. So our best market, and 80% of our market come from Asia, and the Asians need this, and they have done a stretch of their demand to a period of 20 years, and they need from 400 tons to 1,000 tons. That is the requirement, stretched within 20 years. So even if we do our processing East African, the entire Eastern African, we cannot meet the demand. The demand is when we come out as farmers, we do this, and aloe vera are also varieties. The varieties which are best for planting and for the juices, like we mentioned, and for the other products that are called aloe vera mila barbadensis mila. But the other entirely that comes from best exudant for this is the scabifolia, trucanesis, second flora. These are the ones which brings good exudant, the juices that will bring out this gum. So when this is done and we are good with the products, now we buy, because we cannot be able to meet the entire market as Kenya only or Eastern Africa. So we want to consolidate, and we are consolidated farmers. This one you cannot be able to make alone. Even when we make it, it is not really enough. So we source it, and we appeal to other farmers who already are in this business, so that when they can come out with a product called resin, in terms of as much tonnage as possible, that is the way to go, and that is the business link that we are looking for. From buying, we can buy from the farmers. It depends on the grade. According to my client, it does grading. When your grading is, they are called grade ABC. Grade C is less. It is not very much profitable as grade B or A. So it depends on the grade. Now, from us, we buy from the farmer. We can buy directly. If you've done this and you are able to come out with this, we can even do the technical part and the training so that a farmer will plant and produce this. And when you've done this under our formulations and guidance, we buy it now from you. If it has come out to grade B, C, or it is not very good, then it is the reserved price is 380 per kilogram, Kenya shillings per kg. It goes above. It depends on your grades. If it is the best grade, like the brown one that had shown, some are even better than this. Absolutely. When you look at this, then it shows some very good things there. So when that comes, then the price goes up. And there is one area also. What is this? Why is the resin? The resin is very good. One of the products of pharmaceutical, one of the ingredients of a pharmaceutical product, which is number one, an immune booster. And also an antioxidant, and it's also good, especially in the immune boosting part. And it has what is called the anthraquinone. Those are the compounds in the aloe. The quinone. Why are we going for boiling this to coming to stone-like or to charcoal-like? Because this one is much more durable, and easy for easy transportation and efficiency. So this is the best when it comes to now part of aloe. That is why it is much more required, more than even the juice and all that can go bad easily. Now, although even the juice does not go bad so easily, it takes well preserved 1 year. That is also very good point to note. Now, it has a compound like we've mentioned, anthraquinone. Anthraquinone is a what? It's has something called a phenolic effect. What is that phenolic effect? The phenolic effect is the ability of the aloe content to be absorbed in the intestinal tract for absorption of other supplements when you are on drugs and some other drugs like these chronic illnesses, diabetic, all these that are very chronic, and you are in the drugs. When you use this, then it does what is called, it is very fast in terms of absorption. And some food substances, the fiber, all these things, it is a trigger. That is why it's called, it has that is the reason as to why the anthraquinone in it, it's much required. Apart from the anthraquinone, there is also what is called the aloin. Aloin part A, aloin part B. Aloin in Kenya, when they do the analysis, the client does his analysis, it will come out with a percentage of from 16. The Kenyan one is 16 to 22. When you get it 22, then the price also goes higher. What they're looking for per se is to squeeze out the water in it so that the concentration of the aloin becomes very high. And also depends on the regions where it is coming from. When it is coming from so many regions which is extremely dry, then the content is really squeezed and it is much more concentrated. That is why aloe is the business to go. So if you're a farmer who is already in this, or you want to venture into this, please, this is the best market for you. The problem with us, even in our entire area, in the entire region, is because of the market. People are worried, and also patience, because aloe will not plant it today and tomorrow you have the product with you. You have to be very patient. You have to take close to 18 months for maturity and 24 months. Then you do the processing. But now when you do your processing and you do your maths well, then the return is absolutely good, and the business is lucrative. Let us come and do this business together. It is very good. It is awesome. But again, when you do your aloe, when you do your processing, and you've done it well, it has to come out the best so that you get the best return. You cannot do a business commercial-wise and then you leave it just like that. It has to come out to the best of your return and knowledge, so that you appreciate and you also bring other farmers, because there is no need of crying because of changing weather and we have unused land. We have so many vast places, especially in Kenya, whereby it is immensely vast and unutilized and not utilized at all. Nothing is happening. You have the farm, and there is a high rate of distresses in terms of income in Kenya. So that is where we want to go for, this semi-arid part that is not utilized. Why leave the land not doing anything productive on it? It is not productive, it is not helping you, and it is not utilized at all. We can make use of it. We can make use of it, you and us, so that we meet the demand. Aloe vera is the way to go. You need to have yours even today. If you have to have the other products which are for hair care, body care, you have the right place as the market, and you have the right place as you as a buyer and you as a seller. So if you want to do it as a seller, come. That is the chain, and that is my take on this aloe. Have even yours today, be it the pulp and all that. Have it today. And for more information, you can reach us on this number 0725 067 621, or the office line 020 8000 916. Have you had your aloe today? Try, and you will be unnecessary to somebody else.